Hi everyone. Today I want to shoot a little video for you, and I want to talk about how to invest money in your 20s. I mean, hands down, the most important time in fact, I think the only reason why you can retire early in life because of this specific blueprint that was given to me by my millionaire mentor. Okay, my name is Deji, and I'm your life coach. Before we continue, let us talk about our sponsor. Let us hear from them. Hey everyone, my name is Deji. I'm excited to share an amazing opportunity with you today, especially all my women out there from all walks of life. Whether you are a nurse, a single mom, a widow, a small business owner, a student, or even you are a scientist, this grant opportunities for you. I'm talking about a grant from our sponsor. They're offering funding of $5,000 up to $15,000 to help support your dream and goals. Don't miss out on this chance to make a real difference in your own life. Watch the clip at the end of this video. That way you can get more information on how to take advantage of this incredible opportunity. It could be a once in a lifetime opportunity, so I don't want you to miss out on it. Till I come your way in my next video, thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Welcome back. Investing in your 20s, it's a matter more, why it matters more than ever. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has the potential to completely change your life. Investing early in your 20s, if there is one thing I have learned along my journey to financial independence, is that the earlier you start, the more time you have for your money to grow. This is the secret to creating wealth, and it's exactly how I was able to retire early and live the life that many only dream of. You see, I didn't get to this point by chance. I wasn't just lucky. What I did was follow a specific blueprint that was handed over to me down by my millionaire mentor. People who didn't just talk about success, but were actually living the life I dream of. They taught me the principles and strategies that allowed me to grow my wealth exponentially. And today, I am going to share that exact blueprint with you. That's what I'm doing today. But before we dive into that, let's set the record straight. Wealth building is not about luck. Okay? It's not about luck. It is about knowing the right principle and consistently applying them. Yes, these principles work. They work. Whether you are in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, even your 60s. Just 4.5 years, I went from being broke and having my first few million and building a six-figure residual income that didn't require me to trade my time for money anymore. Think about that for a moment. 4.5 years from when I had nothing, where I could walk away from my job with enough passive income to live comfortably. Let me break this down further. Starting young gives you the power of time. Time is very important. Time is the most valuable asset in investment. Yes, the earlier you start, the more time you have to grow. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you plant a tree, the sooner it can grow tall and strong. If you wait until later in life, you lose precious time and your growth potential diminishes. The power of starting early. When you invest in your 20s, you are setting yourself up for a financial future that many others will spend their entire life trying to achieve. What I am about to share with you is this exact system that I use. I used to build wealth quickly and safely without the need of for high risk investment or depending on unpredictable stock market. By the time you reach 26, you will have built an income stream that allow you to live life in your own terms. That's the financial freedom, and it all starts by applying simple proven principle. In your 20s, this is something you can do too. Real life example: my home, my money, my mailbox. To give you a tangible example of what this looked like, let me tell you about the house I live in. This home wasn't bought with traditional savings or relying on paycheck. It was purchased using this very principle I am sharing with you today. It's a home that is I'm incredibly proud of, but even more exciting is the one feature I call my money mailbox. Now, when I say money mailbox, I don't even mean physical cash magically appearing out of time thin here. What I mean is that I have set up multiple income streams that feed into my life, often when I least expect it, whether it's check in the mail or automatic transfer from investment, money flow in automatically. That's what true financial freedom looks like. Your money works for you, even when you are not exactly working for it. Imagine that, waking up every day and your bills paid, your investments growing, and money arriving without having a constantly grind or stress over your next paycheck. The key to my success, the right principle. Let me say this clearly. The reason I got here is because of this principle. Actually, I followed not law. These are principles that apply to everyone, no matter our age or financial situation. But the sooner you start, the more you will benefit. For me, the breakthrough came. I didn't have money to burn. I wasn't coming from a wealthy family, and I definitely wasn't handed anything. I started with next to nothing. But by focusing on this principle, learning how to make money work for me instead of the other way around, I turned my life around in just a few years. So, why does investing in your early 20s matter so much? I'll spell it out to you. Time is on your side. Starting early allows your investment to compound, meaning your money grows exponentially. The longer it takes, it works, right? A few years of growth can make a huge difference in the long run. That's one. Two, building habits early. The earlier you learn the right habits and strategies for investing, the earlier it is to stick with you over time. These habits become second nature, and wealth building, becomes a way of life, not a struggle. Okay, that's the second one. Third, less risk, more reward. If you start early in your 20s, you have this flexibility to calculate risk. You will pay off long run. When you're young, you can afford to take some risk in exchange for higher return. By the time you reach your 30s, your 40s, you will have a solid foundation that helps you weather any downturn. 4, freedom sooner. Starting early doesn't just mean more money down the road. It also means freedom sooner. When you invest now, you are setting up yourself for financial independence much earlier in life, with something many people don't experience until retirement age, if ever. What's next? The blueprint for your future. Now, here's the good news. I am going to give you the exact blueprint that allowed me to retire early and create a life I wanted. This isn't about get rich quick. scheme or gambling or high-risk investment. No, it's about following a strategic, proven system for wealth, for building wealth that will work, whether you are in your starting in your 20s or even when you're 42. In the next part of this video, I'm going to break down the key steps I followed and how you can do the same regardless of where you are in your financial journey. My closing thoughts: don't wait. Start today. Start right now. If you are in your 20s right now, know this: you have a massive advantage. You are ahead of your game. But if you wait, if you push off investing for a few years, you are missing out on the biggest wealth building opportunity of your life. And if you are not in your 20s, that's okay. Don't let age hold you back. It's never too late. That's the good news. It's never too late. But the sooner you take action, the more time you have for your money to grow. The key is to take the first step. The key is to take the first step. I take it again. The key is to take the first step. The journey towards financial freedom. Remember, financial freedom isn't just about having money. It's about having the freedom to live life, to live life on your own terms. The truth about where I started. Now, here is something you need to know. I didn't start with wealth. In fact, when I first learned this principle, I was about $10,000 in debt. The most I had ever made a year was like under $50,000. I was below the poverty line, struggling to pay rent, to pay loan, invest, such, broken formula. Go to school, get good grade, and land a good job. That's what I'm thinking. Work till 40 years, but ask anyone in the 50s or 60s, and many will tell you that plan doesn't work. Even if you even if you save diligently, it's usually not enough. Let's do the math. The average income of in the US is around $44,000 a year. If you save 10% of that, you are setting aside $4,000 a year. In 10 years, it will be $44,000 barely. What you make in a single year, stretch that over 30, 40 years, you might accumulate $150,000 to $200,000. But here is the kicker: that won't sustain you in your retirement. It might last 6 months to 7 months, or a couple of years. Government aid, Social Security. In today's world, none of this is guaranteed. Let's flip the script now. This channel isn't about blindly following broken system. It's about rewriting your financial story. I want you to be part of this conversation. After you watch this, drop a comment. Let me know you are resonating, and you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. You never know in your network needs to hear this. Also, check out the link in our bio. There's an incredible grant opportunity from our sponsor offering $5,000 to up to $15,000 in funding. That money could be the seed that sparks your next big move. Here is what I did instead. So I did break free from the financial hamster, the wheel most people are stuck in. I did something most people never think to do. I went straight to the source. I found mentors, not just any mentor, but successful real-world investors who had quietly built their fortune without even seeking the spotlight. These weren't best-selling authors or social media influencers. No, these were behind-the-scene giants, like people like John Serosin, George Glayton. They didn't sell courses. They didn't run seminars. They didn't post about their wins online. They just invest wisely, build wealth systematically, and live on their own terms. I made it my mission to learn everything I could from them, and that's when everything changed. First deal, the power of buying right. One of the very things that my mentor told me was, don't just buy a house, buy equity. That simple sentence changed the way I look at real estate forever. Instead of rushing to buy a home I could afford, I focused on buying a deal, a property that was already worth more than the purchase price. So I bought my first home for $110,000, even though it was appraised at $150,000. That meant that from day one, I was already $40,000 ahead on paper. Imagine what that feels like when you are young, broke, and trying to escape the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. That equity became my financial launch pad. And here, the genius part is that the home had basements. I rented it out to a couple, and their rent covered my entire mortgage. My biggest expense, housing, was suddenly wiped out. The freed up cash allowed me to eliminate my credit card debt. And once the finance were back on track, I leveraged the equity in the first property by opening a home equity line of credit. That LO gave me the capital to buy second investment property without dipping into my savings. Scaling up from one property to financial freedom. From there, I repeated the process. I kept buying homes with built-in equity. I rented them out, sometimes home hacking, sometimes fixing and flipping, and I always focus on keeping my costs low while maximizing income. By the time I was much older, I had acquired a lot of properties, all strategically purchased, all generating consistent cash flow. I was earning over $12,000 a month in passive income. That was more than enough to cover my lifestyle, invest more, and most importantly, quit my job. That was the moment I reached what I called financial freedom. I no longer had trade my time for money. I built something paid me whether I work or not. Want my blueprint? I will give it to you free. Now, let me be clear. This wasn't overnight success. It wasn't flashy or risky. It was smart, strategic, and repeatable. I followed a specific process that I just told you about that anyone can follow if you are willing to take action. I have taken that entire blueprint and exact step I used to go from debt to financial independence. Thank you for listening to this video, and remember to follow this channel, subscribe, do everything that you have to do, share with your friends in all your social media platforms, and remember to watch this script at the end of this video to see how you can take advantage of the opportunity our sponsors are providing. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video.
As a woman with a vision, I know how crucial it is to have the right support to elevate my aspirations. That's why I'm excited about the Women's Empowerment Grant. This quarterly opportunity offers grants between $5,000 and $15,000, empowering women like me to turn our dreams into reality. Whether I'm launching a startup, furthering my education, or leading a community initiative, this grant fuels my journey. Applications are open year-round, with quarterly reviews to select inspiring women. This is my chance to make a difference. The application process is ongoing, and I'm excited to be part of a community of inspiring women. This is my chance to fuel my journey and make a real impact. I'm applying now because my vision deserves to thrive. Visit the website to learn more and join me in this empowering journey.